So we were talking about how you were doing on YouTube, and you was getting hella followers, and people was fucking with you. Like, is it still, since you've had your child?
I am a little bit. I'm trying to get back to it. Posting my child, I really don't post him a lot. I post him in like small things just so they can know, okay, she does have a child. She's not capping about what she's saying. This is my son. His name is such. Like, I don't really do too much about that. I honestly feel like it's up to the parent, like how they really feel. Some people feel like, okay, the world is crazy, but I feel like sometimes it can play nice too. I done seen kids get a good feedback and stuff where they done had a cousin, a social cousin or something like that. So I don't know. It just depends.
That's actually my favorite thing to watch though on social media is families. Like, especially when they've been on social media since day one, and now that like I'm getting to that point to where it's like, okay, I'm settling down with someone. Like, I want to start a family. We're gonna do the house. I want to start doing some content about it. Not necessarily like wanting to post it because I know I can make money from it, but just because like I feel like it's a huge accomplishment. Like, I love recording stuff, period. So my plan was actually do a gardening thing. Like, when I do get my house, I want to show people that I garden. Is really because I want to eat healthy. And this food out here nowadays is not up to par.
I always have to like wash the fruits, wash the vegetables, like pesticides, all this stuff that they putting on the fruits and vegetables. Like, I don't want my son to. He needs to be eating clean. Like,
when everybody was having buku kids, is because I feel like every time we fuck, we are capable of having a child. They talking about it takes 3 or 4 months. Your body has to be right. It's a certain type of, I feel like a certain type of way that it should be, with your system. Like, we got all this stuff that's going on, and because like I have a lot of people in my family that can't have children, and they ended up having children when they got older, and it's like it could be a possibility of all those things because back then they didn't have pesticides in their foods.
Right. It wasn't that like people actually cared about the stuff, coming straight from the farms, or the government was different too. So,
but I do wish that some people would listen. Like, it really is hard for, like you said, with your kid, but I know it's hard. Like, out here, the food source, the way it costs, the money costs, that's why and hopefully what I can do is preserve as much food as possible. Back how they used to do back in the day. We're going to have to go back. And I've said this ever since I was a kid. Everybody's going to have to go back to be living outside. And I want to bring my child up in a world that I know is not going to be corrupted by all this stuff. Like, the foods that we eat is primarily the main source. And it's so sad. Yeah. Like, at the end of the day, do I want to take them to the doctor when something happens? Because they trying to kill us. So I didn't heard way too many stories about doctors not caring.
I definitely signed an affidavit for my son because you're not going to be giving him all these shots and he doesn't go to daycare. You're not just going to give him shots just because the government said give him shots. Like,
and that's another thing I wanted to ask you. Like, I forgot who told me that she didn't want to get no shots. My friend just had a baby, and she said that she was like, he's not getting no flu shot.
I really don't know how that's going to go as far as.
Is that because he is not talkable yet?
It's just because he's young. So I don't really feel the need to put my son in daycare right now. I'm available, so I just want to be there for him. Of course, I do plan on putting him in school, and I understand that you're going to have shots. He doesn't need them, so that's why I have an affidavit for that. He's going to have to come across those things because he's going to be out in the world. It makes more sense to me, but early, 1 year old, you're not going nowhere. You're not going to school unless they have people that are having their kids go to school, but that's their choice at the end of the day.